Well, it's Saturday, June 16th. Heading out for an afternoon sale. It's about 12:20. We got Richard and Dan. And we got Mark. Winds are supposed to be 10 to 15 knots. Waves less than 2. It's supposed to be a warm day, but right now it's 66 degrees here. So it's not that awful warm. Inland, it's going to be in the mid-90s. So we got the natural Lake Michigan AC going on. Hopefully it'll be a great day. $12.37. Sails are up and set. Wind's doing about 7.5 to 8 knots. We're doing about 4. There's a horizon of spinnakers heading our way. Some sort of race coming up from Chicago, but it's a month earlier than the Mackinac race, so I'm not sure what that is. Could be Chicago Waukegan, could be Chicago Milwaukee. Yeah, 70 straight across. At 12:55. Right in the middle of the sailors. A lot of kites flying out there. Well, it's about 125. Winds have died down a bit. They're under 5 knots. They're just bouncing around at about 2 knots. It's supposed to be 10 to 15 out here. 143. We just tacked. Gonna see if there's more wind closer to shore, because the further we got away, the less wind we had. So it might be screaming against the shoreline. You think 10 to 15 knots there? Sure. Yeah, it's about 205. Winds really haven't picked up that much since we tacked. Right now it's about 7 knots. But the waves are a bit more behind us now, so there's less rolling due to waves. There's fly carnage going on back there. Dan has gotten 8. There's 8 fly carcasses. Otherwise known as Dan, Mr. Miyagi, the man.
Get one.
Nice. There's a bit of fly carnage going on at sailing vessel. Thanks, Dad. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's about 250. We tacked a few minutes ago.
We're threatening 2 knots here, man.
The winds were dying down the closer we got to shore. We tacked and they continued to die. They're down to about 5 knots. We're doing about 2. Mark says we got to break out the paddles. At 3:25, we just tacked for the last time. Going to head back towards the marina. Winds are 9 knots. We're doing 4.5. We got about 2.3 miles to go. Hopefully we'll finish up nice. .45, about 1.1 miles from the marina. Slowly heading back at 3.5 knots. .416. Making our turn into the marina. Winds were a bit lighter than we had hoped. Forecast still says it's 10 to 15 knots out there, but we didn't see much more than about 10.5 for a very short period of time. Most of the time it was down in the, say, 6 to 7 knot range. We're looking at the, had 2 storms come through here last night at around 2 and 3 o'clock, and according to the lighthouse, wind speeds got up to 83 knots right around 3 o'clock. That's a lot of wind. Got to wonder if that was an accurate read, because prior to that they were still pretty stiff at around 50 knots. Had 2 peaks right around 2:30 and then again at 3 of over 50 knot wind gusts.